Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Shisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman is devastated with the fact that she has to lower her standards, aka be more realistic, if she wants to be in a relationship. Let's check it out.
So I've come to the fact that I'm probably never ever going to be in a relationship in my life without me having to lower my standards to the pits of hell. I don't say this to look for pity or for comments to be like, oh, the person for you is coming, just wait. Ugh, I've just come to accept it. Like, at this point, I'm pretty sure it's facts. But
All right, so I want to stop the video right there. Man, Jesus. Guys, this right here is probably another reason men today are so hesitant when it comes to marriage. Imagine that most women out here have unrealistic standards. You don't have to imagine, right? They do. And at some point in their life, they realize that they have to lower their standards, when we all know that's just being realistic. For example, this woman, if we were to talk to her, God only knows the type of requirements that she probably expected for a future relationship. And if you ask her what she has to provide and like what she would rate herself, you do the Kevin Samuels thing, we'll probably all be entertained and also just kind of like blown away by the fact that she probably expects a man who she doesn't qualify for. But think about this. Most women think this way. Most women are delusional when it comes to the type of men who they expect. So what happens? Well, they get to a point where they're realistic, aka they call it settling down, right? So we use that word for the sake of this video. They settle down. Now, how do you think that woman would treat the type of man that she thinks that she's settling for? Well, she'll treat him like shit. This woman, for example, she says, well, I've come to terms, if I'm going to get into a relationship, I'm going to have to lower my standards down to the depths of hell. And let's say in about like a month, she finds a guy, poor guy, right? And of course, he's not aware. She found a simp, she found a blue pill, and he marries her within the next 3 months, and she's rolling her eyes all throughout the wedding like, oh my gosh, well, I have to do what I have to do. Got to get these kids in, got to settle down. And then she gets into the relationship, and then she runs into problems, and she's not willing to fight for the situation. Why? Because I settled for you anyways. And so she initiates a divorce, and now she decides, you know what, I don't want to date. What's the point of marriage? I just want to live my best life, aka be a 3 or 4, because if I have to settle, it's just not going to work. I want you guys to think of how dangerous that like delusion, not understanding the type of men you qualify for, how strongly that translates into the relationships that a lot of these women get into and end up leaving because they don't value the man that they're with in the first place. But of course, all this to these women is gibberish, doesn't make sense, because we know they don't drink coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Let's hear what else this chick has to say.
what I'm mourning, or I guess what I'm yearning for, is the kind of love that, you know, I hear in music, or that I watch in TV, or that I read in books, like that kind of love that people seem to have experienced.
Really? Think about what she just said right there. The type of love that she's looking for is the type of love that she hears in music, have seen in TV, movies. She wants a fantasy. Who's going to tell her? Who's going to tell this chick that that shit is not real? It's not real life. And there are plenty of women out here who think like this. They're looking for that fairy tale love. Life's not a fairy tale. Go talk to any elderly person that's been married for an extended period of time. It's not a fairy tale. If you work on it, a relationship with somebody who understands their role, how to play it, who doesn't have a modern woman mindset, and, you know, a man who's able to lead correctly, right? He's not one of these weak men. It could be a beautiful thing. I've seen it plenty of times. In the past, I've told you guys how I spent 10 years working with the elderly, and I saw plenty of relationships that were wonderful, that were good, but also those women were living in reality. This woman wants a fairy tale. She's watched too many Disney movies, and now she's looking for that in real life. That's a problem.
Or even the kind of love that my friends tell me about, you know, when they tell me about, you know, the dates that they go on, or something that their partner did for them. Like, all of this love is all around me, you know, but I can't seem to grasp it, if that makes sense. And it's sad because I think it's one feeling that I won't ever be able to relate to or experience. So yeah, I've just been thinking about that recently.
It's sad because I think it's a feeling that I'll never be able to experience. What a privilege it is to be a woman who can base her life on feelings. You can't do that if you're a man, bro. You can't base your life on feelings. You don't get married because you love a woman. You get married because she brings value, practical value to your life, betters your life, gets you closer to the type of vision you want for yourself in the future. You've got to be logical. You can't get caught up. If you're a guy out here, you can't get caught up in feelings. You got to get up. You got to work. You got to improve yourself every day. You can't get caught up in feelings. It's good to feel good, right? You want to surround yourself with positivity, good people around you. But this right here is the type of thinking that can only be accepted coming from a woman. Nah, man, you got to stay in reality. You got to stay grounded. But don't get it twisted, man. A woman like this will sadly realize that life isn't a fairy tale. Relationships aren't a fairy tale, right? Life is real. Life can get hard. We all live it. We know how it is. It has its good. It has its bad. It has its lows. It has its highs. But what it's not is it's not a movie that you watched on Netflix. It's not an old TV show that you wish you could reenact a feeling in real life. Feelings come and go. Hey guys, I'm really curious to know what you guys thought of this video. Leave your comments down below. As always, I appreciate you guys for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pod, man. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.